Cabinet Committee of Economic Affairs. Fair price. Economic Affairs. CC. Cabinet Committee of Economic Affairs. The FRP is price is declared by the government. The sugarcane mills are legally bound to pay to farmers. So sugarcane mills are legally bound to pay farmers for the cane procured from them. The mills have the option of signing an agreement with farmers. Mills have the option of which would allow them to pay the FRP in the installment. Pay the FRP in the installment. The mills have the option. Government of sugarcane mills are legally bound to pay to farmers for the cane procured from them. The mills have the option of signing an agreement with farmers, which would allow them to pay the FRP in installment. FRP, fair and immunity price. The major issue and the following best describes the main objective of seed village concept. Seed village concept is involving the farmers for training in seed village, quality seed productions, and the available quality seeds to others to make available quality seeds. The seed village can be defined as a village where a trained group of farmers are involved. The production of seeds of various crops cater to their needs themselves. The main objective includes increasing the seed replacement rate. The seed village can be defined as a village where a trained group of farmers are involved in the production of seeds. Various crops and actually only two. Command area development. The accelerated irrigation benefit. Command area development program was launched in 1974-75 for the development of water use efficiency. Program was launched in 1974-75 to bridge a gap between irrigation potential utilized by major and medium irrigation schemes. Ultimate goal of a plan is to get irrigation water to the crop. Command area development program was launched in 1974-75. Irrigation potential utilized by the major and medium irrigation schemes. Small entrepreneurs. Formal financial systems. Bringing the small entrepreneurs into formal financial system. Entrepreneurs and extending affordable credit to them. Mudra Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Flagship scheme of Government of India that enables in a small borrower to borrow from all public sectors. All public sector banks such as the PSU banks, regional rural banks and cooperative banks, foreign banks, microfinance institutions and non-banking financial companies. Foreign banks, microfinance institutions and non-banking financing companies for loans up to 10 lakhs for non-farm income generating activities. The scheme was launched 8 April 2015. 15. Mudra Yojana is aimed at the bringing Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana is a flagship scheme Government of India enables small borrower to borrow from all public sector banks, PSU banks, regional rural banks, cooperative banks, private sector banks, foreign banks. for loans up to 10 lakhs for non-farm income generating activities. So scheme Swayam Initiative Government of India arts. Swayam hochi Initiative Government of India providing affordable and quantity education the citizen for free and for free. Swayam is a Hindi acronym that stands for study waves of active learning. Study waves of active learning for a young aspiring mind. It is an online platform of the Ministry of Human Resource and Development. 9 July 2017. Support to students in India. Provide high quality education on various subjects which includes classes from 9 to 12 and undergraduate and postgraduate courses. Swayam, high quality education on various subjects include classes from 9 to 12 undergraduate, postgraduate. प्रधानमंत्री जनधन योजना तो होची प्रधानमंत्री जनधन योजना मिशन फाइनेंस एंड इंक्लूजन to ensure access to financial service, namely basic savings, deposit account, basic saving area, and deposit accounts, remittance, credit insurance, pension in an affordable manner. Financial service, namely basic saving and ତାପରେ namely basic savings and deposit accounts remittance ଏଜା ଘର ଲେଖିଦେବୁ ଦେଖିବା under the schemes basic saving bank depository can be opened in any bank branch or the business corresponding bank mitra or person not having any other account under scheme a basic saving bank deposit account can be opened in any bank branch corresponding to bank mitra a person by person not having there any japa the financial The financial inclusion campaign was launched by the Prime Minister on 20th August 2014. The financial inclusion campaign was launched corresponding to bank mitra outlet by person not having. Government of India November Udyam scheme. The central pension in addition to the amount of actually the statement government of India does allocate 25 kg of food grain for below poverty line family per month. Half of the economic cost. Less than half of economic cost. Actually, under the Antyodaya schemes, which the statement are correct. Under the Antyodaya food grain are available to purchase for rest of the families. 2 per kg for wheat and 3 per kg rice. Under the National Old Age Pension Scheme, the old and destitute are provided 75 per month. The central pension. In addition to amount provided by the most state government pension schemes, Government of India has allocated 25 kg food grain below poverty line family per month, less than half of the economic cost. 25 per kg. Actually, all the statement Antyodaya Yojana food grain 2 kg for wheat and 3 kg for rice scheme. Atal pension scheme also known as the under National Old Pension Scheme also known as the Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme. The National Old Age Pension Scheme. Destitute are provided 75 per month. Central pension scheme. Actually, central pension schemes. In addition to the amount provided by the most state government under the IGNOS, most state government, individual above the age of 60. The objective of the National Renewal Fund set up in February 1990. National Renewal Fund set up. Actually, redevelopment of workers. The objective of the National Renewal Fund set up in February 1992 was to give training and counseling for the workers affected by the retrenchment. VRS apart of that, the basic objective of the establishment of NRF. Renewal Fund set up in February 1992 was to give training and counseling for the workers affected by retrenchment of VRS. To be achieved through the providing assistance to farms to be achieved through providing assistance. Renewal Fund funds employment generation schemes in the organized and unorganized sectors in order to provide social safety for need for labor. Modernization and technological, providing funds for compensation to employees affected by the restructuring or closure of an industrial unit. Power sector in India. Rural electrification has been treated as a basic minimum service under the Prime Minister Mgnrega Yojana. Rural electrification has been treated as a basic minimum service under the Prime Minister Mgnrega Yojana. 100% foreign direct investment in power is allowed without upper limit. Treated as the basic minimum service under the Prime Minister Mgnrega Yojana. Basic minimum service. Under the scheme, additional central assistance is given to state for basic service for the such primary health, primary education, rural shelter, rural drinking water, and rural electrifications. As per the personal present policy, FDI up to 100%. Under the automatic route to consider the following statement in respective of welfare schemes. Consider the following statement in respective of welfare schemes launched by the Ministry of Rural Development of Government of India. Drinking water rural area. Respective of welfare scheme launched by the Government of Rural Development Government of India. Welfare scheme launched by the Ministry of Rural Development. Drinking water for rural areas is one of the components of Bharat Nirman Plan. Drinking water, Bharat Nirman Plan. The National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, there is a provision that the statutory minimum wage applicable to agriculture workers in the state has to be paid to the worker under this act. Actually, welfare schemes launched by the Ministry of Rural Development. Saving water for the rural areas, one of the components of the Bharat Nirman plans. Government of India has implemented Bharat Nirman Yojana 2005-2014 to build rural infrastructure for the development of rural areas of the countries. The objective of the Bharat Nirman program is to impart a sense of urgency to create rural infrastructure. In the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, the average age of Mgnrega is 200 to 220. Statutory minimum wage applicable to agriculture workers. Statutory minimum wage applicable to agriculture workers. Actually, the series of index number of wholesale price. Series of index number of wholesale price. April 2000 has to year 1993-94. The foreign exchange reserve reached milestone. India's foreign exchange reserve reached milestone $100 billion mark, but did not exceed the 125 billion US dollar. India foreign exchange reserve reached milestone. It was in the year 2005 that the forex reserves exceed to USA $125 billion. The series of index number of wholesale price introduced from April 2000 has the year 1993-94 as a base year. Base year. During the year 2004, India foreign exchange reserve reached milestone. Foreign exchange reserve 100 billion mark. It did not exceed 100 billion US dollar mark. Year 2005, but forex reserves exceed to US 125 billion. The level of foreign exchange reserve has steadily increased. A wholesale price index is an index that measures and tracks the changes of the price of goods. Wholesale price index, the stage before the retail level. The series of index number of wholesale price introduced from April 2000. Wholesale price introduced. Index of wholesale price. Base year. Which is the following statement correct? Under Annapurna scheme, indigent senior citizen of 65 year age of above eligible for national old age pension but not getting pension can get 10 kg of food grain per person per month free of cost. Annapurna schemes. Getting pension can get 10 kg of food grains. It is social justice and employment as a scheme in which indigent people living in welfare institutions like orphanages are given 15 kg food grains per person. BPL rates. It is social justice and empowerment has a scheme. Indian people living in welfare institutions like orphanages per person. BPL rates. Minister of Human Resource Development give financial support to midday meal schemes. Human Resource. For the benefit of class 1 to B students, government or government aided schools. Midday meal schemes. Actually, below poverty family under the targeted public distribution system, family below poverty line, 35 kg food grains per month for family at subsidy price. June 1997, the government of India launched targeted public distribution systems which focus on the poor. States as per the state-wise poverty estimate. Under the targeted public distribution system, 35 kg food grains. Actually, Kisan credit card. Correct. B. It is the Kisan credit card. Kisan credit card holder are providing accident insurance of 50,000. Kisan credit card. Kisan credit card holder are provided accident insurance of 50,000 for accident, death and 25,000 for permanent disability. Kisan credit card holders. One statement is correct. Kisan credit card holders provided personal accident insurance 50,000 for permanent disability 25,000. Kisan credit card scheme was introduced in 1998 for issue of a Kisan credit card to farmers. 1998. Basis of their holdings for uniform adoption by the banks so that farmers may be use them to readily purchase agricultural inputs such as the seeds, fertilizer, pesticide, etc. and draw cash for their production needs. Draw cash. With reference to power sector in India. Rural electrification has been treated as a basic minimum service under the Prime Minister Gramoda Yojana. Rural electrification has been treated as basic minimum service. Prime Minister Gramoda Yojana. Rural electrification. 100% foreign direct investment in power is allowed without upper limit. 100% foreign direct investment in power is allowed without upper limit. 100% foreign direct investment in power is allowed without upper limit. Power. Investment in power. National Renewal Fund set up in February 1992 to give training and counseling for workers affected by the retrenchment and VRS. National Renewal Fund set up. Retrenchment, VRS, counseling workers, redevelopment of workers. Consider following schemes launched by the Union government. Mgnrega Anna Yojana, Gram Sada Yojana, Sarv Grama Samyati Yojana. Mgnrega Anna Yojana, Anna Grama Sada Yojana. Mgnrega Anna Yojana, Grama Sada Yojana were launched in the 2000 Union government. Mgnrega Anna KY Anna Yojana. Families from amongst the number of BPL families covered under the targeted public distribution PDS schemes provided them food grain. The government Grama Sada Yojana was launched by the government of India. It provided connectivity in all weather road with necessary water course, cross drainage structure. All weather road with necessary water course, cross drainage structure. The operable water course and operable throughout the year. The eligible unconnected habitation in the rural area. Which one of the following statement is not actually statement? Drinking water. Drinking water well areas is one of the components of Bharat Nirman plan. Nation. The Swami committee dealt with the issue of child labor. Guruput Das Swami. 1979 comment from the first committee called the Guruput Swami Committee to study the issue of child labor and suggest measures to tackle it. Child Labor Prohibition Regulation Act. As per the Act, employment of the children was prohibited in certain specified hazardous occupations. Major initiative taken up by the Government of India in which one of the following areas. E-governance. MAP 21 program has been designated as the flagship e-governance initiative of the Government of India. MC 21 major initiative taken up by the Government of India. Areas. Flagship e-governance initiative of the Government of India under the National E-Governance Plan. As a pilot project at Coimbatore on the 18th February. Following areas. Designated as the flagship e-governance initiative Government of India National E-Governance Plan. 21 was launched as a pilot project at Coimbatore on 18th February 2006 by Minister of Company Affairs. It aims at fulfilling the aspiration of its stakeholders in the 21st century through adoption of a service-centric approach. The bottom line, the unique initiative is the improved speed Now, pilot project. Consider the following statement. National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Guarantee Act. National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Mgnrega, legal guarantee right unity, not the fundamental rights. Bottom up, people center, demand driven, self selecting, right based program. Right based project provides legal guarantee for the wage employment by providing allowance and the compensation both for employment by providing allowance. Failure to provide work and demand and delays in payment of wages for work undertaken. A quota of 33% or one third should be given to women and not half of the population. Half of the population. Drinking water.